Here's my review of Infinity Pool. I think that this movie, it's just frustrating because a lot of it just felt like you're just showing like a bunch of disturbing scenes and then they thought that it would just make a good movie. Because I don't know what it was. It just felt like just so much random stuff happening within. I just never cared about enough of the characters. I just felt like they're just going so over the top sometimes, just in terms of like gore and horror and just what they're doing. It's just like, but it never really even felt scary. It just felt like almost just so absurd because and I just couldn't connect to any of the characters. It's like I think that the acting was great, especially for me, Goth. But I feel like a lot of the problems here is just like this plot just isn't that interesting. Where the main like story here is like they're driving home like on this resort in this foreign country and they accidentally kill someone. It is manslaughter. And then like they're like the thing is, oh, they either go to jail or whatever, or they could do this thing where they basically like go through this procedure and then it makes someone look like them, then they go to prison. And it's just kind of weird. And also like Mia Goth's character, like she's not like M, she's like this different character. And she just feels kind of out of place here. But and when Mia Goth is like acting, like she's like got those crazy eyes and it looks good. Like she's just able to like kind of be so like she got this crazy face. And but the problem is I just feel like the story just feels just kind of uninteresting. And a lot of it just feels like just overly just showing stuff. Like but it just feels like it's like, oh, this is just out there and then it's supposed to be scary. But it just comes across as like weird. And it's just not I just couldn't really get into it. I think that there's definitely like I said, there's definitely some great acting, especially for Mia Goth. Like whenever she's kind of like going crazy, she's very, very entertaining. But a lot of this movie is just like him and M, like they do this like reanimation or whatever of like they make these other people look like them, then they get framed for their crimes. And then so for like an execution, and then it's like it just feels just so weird. And I think this could have been a lot better, but I just don't know what it was. I just couldn't connect to it. Like I think me Goth's character of Gabby was like the most interesting part. Like not even M, like his actual wife. And a lot of it just like I said, it just felt like showing disturbing scenes and just expecting it to be scary because they're like, oh, look at how horrifying this is because there's blood. But it or the scary masks. But like I said, I think this movie's at its best was just Mia Goth kind of going over the top. But I just couldn't connect to the main story or the characters enough to really care. And it's like, I don't know. This movie just kind of felt like all over the place. It was okay. I wouldn't even say it was okay. It was almost like, it was bad. It had good acting, but it's like a movie where I'm like, I didn't really get anything out of it. It wasn't really that scary. It's more just like almost trying too hard to be super gory or super dark and scary. But in the process, it just feels like weird, but not necessarily scary. But it was like, it's meh. Like it was okay. It's bad to okay, but I'd say it's probably the worst horror movie that I've seen this year.